Hey guys, welcome to 6th grade. I am your teacher, Mrs. Roth. I am so excited to meet each one of you. We are going to have tons of fun. Even if you're not a math lover, we're going to make it fun. You're going to thoroughly enjoy our team, and we have lots of really good things in store for you, and I am honored to be your teacher this year. So we're just going to go through a short little video, kind of our first, to get used to stopping and starting and pausing and knowing how to fill out your math journal, how to stop and do problems, and then we'll be doing problems together on a whiteboard and giving you some practice, that kind of thing. So I'm going to first start out by just telling you a little bit about myself. I am, first of all, a mother to 5 kids. I have my husband Dennis. I have 3 daughters and 2 sons, and my 2 oldest daughters are married. And I have a grandson who is coming in October, and we're all very excited about that. I absolutely love to laugh. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I love to spend time with my friends and family, which is pretty much my favorite pastime. You will probably see me with a cup of coffee nearly 100% of my day. And I love Mexican food and I love chocolate. My husband and I both graduated from Mizzou, so I am a huge Tigers fan. So sorry if you are a Jayhawk fan. You can still come into my room, but you're going to see Mizzou stuff all over the place. So my daughter is also at Mizzou and my son is headed there this fall. So it's kind of in our blood. So there you go. There's a little bit about me. I absolutely cannot wait to learn more about each of you. Maybe your favorite foods, your favorite hobbies, what sports teams you like. You name it, what music you like. These are going to be the kinds of things that we're going to get to know about each other. So here we go. I have been married for 26 years, which sounds like a very long time. And we are celebrating that in August. So here you go. This next page is, these are going to be the ways that you're going to be able to communicate with me the best. And this is my Weebly site, which is rothmath.weebly.com. We will be using this Weebly site all the time for you to find links to videos, to find your homework assignments on there if you've forgotten what your homework is, just different little things on the calendar that may be coming up, little reminders. And my email is mary.roth@raypec.org. We'll be using that as well when we use Google Classroom and we do assignments and turn things in. So those are going to be 2 things that you're going to want to know and maybe write down in whatever special place that you write things down where you're not going to lose them. So wherever that special place is, we'll make sure that you get those written down. All right. We have what I'm going to call the Big 5. And those are the 5 big skills that we're going to work on this year as 6th graders that we expect you to be able to master so that you can head on to 7th grade feeling comfortable in your math world. And so here are these 5, and we're going to talk about them a little bit. The first one is the number system. And then we have expressions and equations, ratios and proportions, geometry, and statistics and probability. And don't be nervous if some of these words aren't familiar to you right now, because you've never been in 6th grade. So some of them you might not know, some of them you are familiar with. So don't freak out if you don't know what all of the words mean. We will be math whizzes before you know it, so don't worry about it if there's some of these that are confusing to you already. Okay? I'm going to give you just a brief explanation of each of these skills. And this is where you're going to have a little bit of work to do. So we're going to practice pausing, and I'm going to have you write some answers and some information down in your journal, which is going to give us some practice on how we're going to be doing this on a nightly basis. Okay, so in this unit for the number system, which lasts quite a while, we're going to be mastering our division of fractions. I know you've multiplied and added and subtracted them, but we're going to learn how to divide them with some review of adding and subtracting and multiplying, because I don't think it ever hurts to review those things. We're going to be comparing and ordering integers and multiplying and dividing decimal numbers. So those three skills are all going to fall under the number system. So right now, I'm going to have you, after I give you your task, you're going to pause and you are going to write an example in your journal as to when you may use any of these skills in real life. For example, when in real life, just in reality, not in the classroom, don't say math class, when might you need to divide fractions? Or maybe think of a career where they divide fractions. Where might someone need to know how to order and compare negative numbers and positive numbers? When might you need to multiply or divide decimal numbers? So I'm going to have you pause, write down some answers, and then we're going to start back up again. Okay, I hope you have a few things at least. I have some that I can think of, and we'll compare those in class. All right, the next one is expressions and equations. In this unit, we'll be mastering the use of PEMDAS, which you might have heard as order of operations. And we're going to solve equations by reading and evaluating inequalities. Inequalities most likely is a very new term for you. So do not be worried that you do not know what that is. We will know when the time comes. And we're also going to be analyzing independent and dependent variables. That might be familiar to you in science and maybe some in math from last year. So here is a statement that we often use that you might be familiar with that says, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." So I'm going to have you stop and answer this question in your journal. Do you know what that sentence is used for? If so, write it in your journal. If not, you can tell me that too and say, I don't know what "please excuse my dear Aunt Sally" means. It's okay to not know. So go ahead and pause and write in your journal and see if you can tell me what that means. All right, our third one, ratios and proportions. In this unit, we'll be mastering our skills at writing ratios, solving unit rates, finding percents, and using variables to solve for a missing number. This is a big one in 6th grade. We got lots of work to do when that one rolls around. So we have ratios, unit rates, percents, and variables. All right, here's your question where you're going to stop and you're going to write it in your journal. Can you think of a time where we use percentages in the real world? And when I say real world, I'm talking outside of the classroom. So your answer is never going to be math class. Think of something in the real world, meaning somebody's job, at a restaurant, something that's outside of the classroom. Can you think of a time where we use percentages? And write down a few ideas in your journal and go ahead and pause now and do that. Geometry. This one we know. All right, we're going to be mastering the skills of composing and decomposing figures to find their area and surface area. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to tell you, we work really hard on getting this one, and you're going to be whizzes at it by the time that we're done, but we're going to have to work hard. And we also are going to find the volume of figures that have a fractional edge lengths. For example, something that's not 5 inches, but something that's maybe 4 3/4 inches. And we're also going to draw polygons in a coordinate plane. Here's your question for your journal. Do you know the difference between a 2-dimensional and a 3-dimensional figure? Write your answer in your journal. Go ahead and pause and do that one. All right, last one. Statistics and probability. In this unit, we'll be mastering the skill of recognizing and writing a statistical question. Statistics and statistical are big words. You may not know what they mean right now. You will eventually, I promise. We're going to be collecting data. We're going to be displaying data in different forms, and we're going to be finding measures of central tendency. That's a big one. I want you to write down the types of graphs that you've seen in math before 6th grade. There's all kinds. I know that you've done graphs in 5th grade, 4th grade, 3rd grade. Write down as many kinds of graphs that you've seen. Go ahead and do that now. That's it. We are going to have fun on our math journey this year. We will work hard. We're going to try our best and never, ever, ever be afraid to ask questions, because that is exactly how we learn. I'm going to leave you with a quote from Albert Einstein. Have you heard of him? He's that super duper intelligent scientist, like off the chart super duper intelligent. And I want you to look at this quote from him. It says, "Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics, because I can assure you mine are still greater." Wow. If Albert Einstein had to work hard at getting better at something and better at math, that means that we can do this. And he was the super duper intelligent guy. And he said, actually, don't worry about your math problems, because mine are actually greater than that. We're going to do whatever we can to make you feel confident in math, whatever I can do to help you, and you're going to work hard and I'm going to work hard. So I am excited about our journey together, and remember, hard work always, always makes a difference. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my first video. I am looking forward to this year. I am looking forward to getting to know you guys. I'm looking forward to laughing with you guys. And I'm looking forward to seeing how far we get. Bye-bye.